I'm Brian Posehn. You may know me from my stand-up comedy, or from the TV shows I've been on, like the Sarah Silverman program. I love comic books, metal, and anything nerdy, except furries. They're gross. But that does include Dungeons & Dragons, which I've been playing with the same group of my funny friends for a decade now. So we decided to record us playing the game and turn it into a podcast, and we call it...
Nerd Poker, Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends.
Blaine!
Ken!
Sarah!
Sark. Don't forget Gerry.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Hey, everybody. It's Brian Posehn, and you're listening to Nerd Poker, Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn.
Why is he laughing already?
Because he's having fun. Because we're all drunk on thick wine.
Remember last episode?
Thick wine.
Some of us are drunker than others.
Donor shout-out, Steve Foster. Thanks, Steve.
Nice.
Thanks, Steve.
It's Australian for beer.
Should we start making like
It's Steve Foster, not Steve Foster.
NPCs named after our donors that do funny things?
That should be a
funny.
special.
Yeah,
that should be a
that'd be
special
funny.
thing.
Yeah.
But what happens when one of them
I just thought of that.
meets
That'd be
a
kind of
horrible
interesting.
I
demise?
don't know. How much should he give?
Not enough.
Okay, I forgot.
No, yeah.
Thank you, Steve.
Thanks, Steve.
When you're
Thank you,
introduced to the mayor of Dwarven Town Vex, Steve Foster.
It's me, Steve Foster, mayor of Crazy Town.
I don't know. There's something there. We'll have to roll it around.
So we stopped right as we were coming into the dwarf village and
Yes.
looking down.
Wait, what? Village?
Well, dwarf, whatever.
This is a dwarf topless.
Mountain Hall.
So you followed your guide Trondor and his wolf-kind Wiggy to the dwarven fortress of Vex.
Wiggy, 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 wiggy.
Ruled over by Gron. When we last left off, you guys
I
had...
think you made all those names up.
What? You guys had found that the...
does Wiggy wear a little necklace with a robot around it?
Wiggy, wiggy.
Nice counting buck.
Dr. Theopolis.
Yeah, Dr. Theopolis. Holy shit.
It's cool that we have a podcast in the 21st century. So that's talking about things from the turn of the 20th century that were very enjoyable.
What we're doing right now is called Gil Gerarding.
So what else happened, DM?
You guys had
And on
found...
Tuesday,
Wow, I think Jerry's drunk too.
9/11 happened to the Glenishmorians.
I was getting there.
Yeah,
I was getting there.
You don't do the news and the weather and then go,
Well, technically that happened a while ago.
That's also known as burying the lead.
Sir Richard didn't go to Journalism Academy.
You sure went to Drinky Town, I'll tell you that much.
I have reason to be in my cups, sir.
So the party has found that the
Got
wolves,
a tattoo of never forget on his face.
the wolves that were stalking them were actually
I have
a
gauntlet that shoots
dwarven
pure beams
scouts.
of light.
They were heading into the mountains. They met up with these dwarf scouts, and they've been, warmly received and brought back to the city of Vex. There was some sad news relayed about the happenings
Don't remind him.
at Glenishmore.
We're still talking about that.
And as a result, Sir Richard
Farewell and adieu to
has been
Fuck all of you.
Ladies.
up to his eyeballs in thick, hearty dwarven wine.
This is it's like drink jerky that I'm eating. Fuck.
All right. So we left off. You guys had just
Drinking out of a man's backpack filled with drink.
You should take a hit off his fanny pack.
So
Do the dwarves
sad.
judge his inability to fully hold his liquor, or is it just that they're delighted that he's
no,
drinking?
no.
Thick wine.
They seem to be. It just seems to be. Trondor almost seems like he wishes he wasn't on duty so that he could get to wherever Sir Richard's at right now. Maybe that'll happen now that everyone's back behind the walls of Vex. So, yeah, you guys are led down these steps. The doors grind shut behind you, but the halls are well lit, and it's nice and comfortably warm here. All the way down, you pass dwarves going up and also, like, hanging out, chatting. Guards, there's some, civilians that are obviously there as, like, a volunteer, or they're bringing their significant other, like, food on duty or whatever. But this main hall is, like, pretty busy. And at the bottom of it, you find what looks like a portcullis, like another gate. But it's hung open. You can just see the teeth of it sticking down through the ceiling. That
looks dangerous.
Trondor says, let's reconvene in 15 minutes at the banquet hall. Some dwarf kids sort of scatter to each of you, and they start tugging your guys' hands. He's like,
fuck off.
Follow.
Hey,
Like three.
can Rip Torn slip this one out? Can we find like a Courtyard Marriott here?
He says, no, the whole time Trondor's cracking up. He thinks it's awesome. He's like,
We lightning bolted these people. There's nothing that I could do that would be deemed offensive at their dinner. I don't think.
Oh my God.
he says, he's like, oh, there. And he claps you on the shoulder. He's like, there's more of this delicious beverage
Maybe we get some
at
food in
supper.
you. And,
Yeah, we might want to get a couple of cheeseburgers in you, just sort of lay a base down.
Which reminds me, we should erase 2 days of rations from your supplies
great.
here.
I can't find
You'll be able to
No
restock,
days,
but
yeah. That gives us nothing.
Um,
But we
No.
don't need it now. We're here.
I had more than that because we refilled in the village.
Oh. I just had two written
I think you
down.
forgot to
I think
refill yours.
there's
Totally
5
possible.
we got you. Yeah.
Okay. So 3?
So,
So you should be down to 5, I think.
down
right?
to 5 now.
God damn it.
Okay, so you guys are tugged in off to individual quarters by
Are they saying chicle?
super jovial.
I don't want a surfing monkey.
Dwarven children. Dwarvish? Dwarven? Dwarvish. Dwarven?
Dwarvish is the language, I think. Dwarven
Yeah.
are the
Oh, has
people.
anybody seen
Dwarven?
Come Out and Play?
What?
Have you seen Come Out and Play?
It's the
on
documentary
Netflix?
about
Offspring song?
No, it's basically
I'm looking up
I'm
the
with you,
language.
but
Children of the Corn in Mexico.
Children in the... Oh, yeah, I
It's
did see it.
fucked up.
I did see that.
Yeah, I liked
You
it.
have your choice of Children of the Corn or Children
The
of the
guy
Flower.
and the wife, it's like a beach town. Yeah.
Yeah, it's brutal.
It's fucking messed up.
All right, back in. What did I miss? What did dipshit say?
So 9/11 never happened.
Okay. All right, so you guys are pulled off to individual rooms. In each of
gonna happen now.
in each of your rooms.
Why are you sounding like the guy from Silence of the Lambs now when you're talking?
Oh yeah.
Buffalo Bill.
Yeah.
Flat person.
Well, shit,
Yeah.
great big fat person.
Can I lie down and puke in this hole?
See?
I'd fuck me.
Can I get a little hope in the van?
Oh my god.
Come out to the coast.
Holy shit! All right, so your each of your rooms is
My drunk guy, by the way, sounds a little like Harrison Ford to me.
Yeah, he does actually.
Very much so.
Get off my plane.
Do some stuff from Frisco Kid.
Yeah, so it's filled with clothes and stuff. If you wanted to like
I didn't
freshen
kill my
up,
wife.
there's fresh baths poured. You guys can get all cleaned up,
Yes.
refreshed.
Are you
And,
saying I drank all this wine? There was a one-armed man. Oh, I'm the one-armed man.
yeah, and after, so you guys, do you dress down armor-wise, or are you staying battle-ready? It's
I'm
up to
too
you.
tired
Bathe
to
in our
change
armor?
into my clothes.
Okay. But there's like clothes, and then so you could wear like civilian outfits if you wanted. But I just wanted to see what you guys were gonna do.
Is there a
Anything black?
Is there a seamstress? Yeah, you'll have to once you. Well, we'll say maybe if you want to do that, you'll do it before you're separated from Mildred because she's going to translate for you.
I'm
but
just
What are you after? Something.
I can draw it for them.
Okay, draw it for me. I really want to see.
I'm going to drink until I can talk Dwarvish.
In the meantime, the rest of you guys. So was it armor on or a civilian?
I'm just gonna wear my normal clothes, but I need to take a bath and stuff.
Okay. Normal clothes, you mean?
My
your
normal
equipment.
armor, like my
Okay.
equipment and everything.
What about you guys? Same.
I think I molt.
What?
I don't know if I bathe. I think I just shed my skin.
Yeah, I don't know.
Gross.
I'll let you. I'll let you. If,
I'm going
Try not to
say
do it at the
I shed
restaurant.
my skin
okay, all right.
when I'm ready.
Since we're playing with a completely unused
Do you want a loofah?
second edition.
Exactly.
Is it
Do you want
gonna?
some
I
pumice
do not exist in
stones?
second
Is
edition.
it gonna be rude
Some
if
what?
I don't?
Pumice stones or
change
loofahs?
No, I just rub
clothes?
against shit.
I don't
That's where
wanna
it
be
comes
rude.
off after
No,
a couple hours.
you might actually gain points.
For
I'm
not
having a
changing
conversation
into
with
clothes?
drunk Sir Richard, actually. Yeah.
I'm not gonna change.
Oh God, the role playing is OP tonight.
Blaine, what is this? What is the role playing brought to you by?
This is brought to you by Quiznos. When you need diarrhea at the airport, Quiznos.
While Brian is drawing his seamstress dream outfit,
Brian's drawing his outfit.
within reason, we'll say you get it as long as it's not encrusted with magical gems and whatnot. We're gonna pick up the role playing as you guys gather again at this banquet hall. Your little dwarven sidekicks. Bouncing and giggling and chattering, and you don't understand them at all, except for you, Mildred. And they're like, "Come on, come on!"
Who's the bad guy in Cinderella? Is that who he's trying to be with?
It
his
looks like he's
sketch?
drawing Dean Cameron's character from summer school.
Brian's character has it's like a long tunic with lacing
Yeah.
at the.
I
looks-
saw that at Glenish Morian Girl.
neck.
There was a promenade.
It looks like Doctor Strange at the Ren Fair.
He also has a triangle head, like a Silent Hill kind of.
You know
weird-
what really brings out is the Crocs.
But is that the collar there, Brian?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
Oh, I
collar.
thought that was
He's got
his
that.
head.
We're
Now
gonna-
I'm drawing my head.
we're
out.
gonna
it's
get
a
a-
vampire collar.
We're gonna get a picture of
yeah.
this so you guys can see it.
So we're
By the
trying-
way, a lot of people.
I already said in last episode that I cannot draw, so
A lot of people wondered where like a lot of the pictures are, and I found them a little hard to find. But they're in the episode pages on
The main
Earwolf.
episode page.
Yeah, so you have to click in.
There's some stuff on character drawings, but
Yeah. I mean, the photos that we take
Oh,
here
yeah,
are usually
gotcha.
you have to click into the episode page. of
yeah,
Earwolf, so.
exactly.
Let's
That's
see.
basically the cape I'm wearing now that he's drawing. So
Yeah, yours is short.
Don't
he must be
say
super
anything.
jelly.
All right, so you guys. All right, here. While they take that picture, you guys regroup. And the banquet hall is actually
Goth Liberace.
it's a little
Crispin
ways
Glover
in.
man.
So you're able to see like a good chunk of the you're able to see a good chunk of the city as you sort of wander through.
they're both our friends.
And
What was the thing from River's Edge?
Get out! You just don't get it, do you?
let me see, Brian. Oh, jeez. Yep.
And the iron-on decal of Steve Martin saying "Wild and Crazy Guy," I think really makes it.
Even hunched, pathetic ass shoulders with hands in pockets.
wanna
You
see,
nailed
I
it.
wanna see, I
You
wanna
nailed it, Brian.
Oh, he's got spikes on the shoulders.
You look kind of like Richard Lewis playing Warhammer.
Anyway,
Yeah. We good?
yeah.
All right. So, you guys regroup. You sort of see a bit of Vex as you move through the halls. This is like a massive underground like city, huge vaulted ceilings, some so high that you can't even see. They're like lost in shadows. It's sort of like think of like the mines of Moria before the Balrog fucked shit up in Lord of the Rings, right? Just a huge, thriving metropolis. All artificial light. It's all torch lit. And you actually walk through some real, like just insane major thoroughfares before you're taken to the banquet hall, which is even more mind-blowing. It's like pillars, a huge table down the center of this thing, pillars behind it, hundreds of dwarves moving around, filling the table with food, guards, warriors, some in like a finer garb that you assume are some type of noble caste. And at the end of the table is a massive chair that looks like a wolf's head, sort of a modified wolf's head, and sitting in the mouth of it is who you would presume to be King Gron, the dwarf king down here. As you enter the room, Trondor, now dressed in it's still like heavily metal studded and leather bound, but now it's got like accents of silk, and it's definitely like his dinner finest. He greets you guys, Mildred, huge hugs. He's like, come, let's, I'll have you meet Lord Gron before we begin the festivities. He's gonna be so happy to see you guys. And so he walks you the length of the table, which is like a 5-minute walk. It's so long. But before you even get to the end, the king, the figure at the end, springs off of the throne chair that he's in his weird, like, stumpy dwarf run. He rushes at you guys, and he ends up in like
roll to stifle laugh.
He ends up in like a one-armed like shoulder hug with Trondor, and he's gesturing at all of you guys. The translation is he's like my kingdom is yours. He's like, my people rejoice that not everyone on the surface has been copied or killed. He's like, tonight you forget your worries. Tonight we party.
Some of us already have.
All right, so he beckons you guys to the table, and he shouts to let the festivities begin. And servers spring into action, and you guys are they're these little dwarvish lads are lugging wines of skin as big as they are around, refilling stone glasses. Is he still drawing?
Yeah,
he is.
He's darkening his hair, his luscious flowing locks.
Oh, God. Now he's being handed drawing utensils.
I'm going to ink it.
Oh.
He kind of looks like one of the people that Dahmer killed.
What?
I just remember from one of the old pictures.
What are you talking
Yeah, so the king calls for the beginning of the party, and he says that tonight's party is going to progress in. He's like, it's a 7-course. This is a 7-course party, and he calls the first course is just pure booze. So it's just wine and like a sort of
Appletinis.
Clear. Yeah, it's sort of a clear. Whatever their liquor is. If you thought the wine head kick, this stuff is like drinking rocket fuel.
Clamato Meister.
I'll drink 2.
All right. By the way, Sir Richard is scoring
I'll have a short
major dwarf points. The more wasted you get, it feels like the best conversation they have is when your face is just on the table and you're shouting at your feet.
They're gonna love
It's
me.
like you're almost speaking dwarvish. Mildred, you're sort of like listening, and this culture is way different than the one that you're from. But you've heard of like you've heard that this is sort of like a typical mountain dwarf, sort of jovial and like Valhalla Viking style of behavior. This seems to be like the way that you've heard they roll. But the first, second, third, fourth, you guys are flying through these courses of the evening, and at the fourth course, so the fourth, with each course comes new food and new beverage, but also after the first one, it's like entertainment. So there's acrobats at one point,
Aerosmith.
There's at one point, there's a wolf kind. There's like a wolf kind stunt show, and there's like
else for a second.
Joey Chitwood.
Is there a place to put my barf?
Oh boy.
I have a room for it.
That's why I gave you a helmet.
You mutter that in common, and not even speaking Dwarvish. Like some servants run over and put 2 buckets at your feet.
I was going to point to Damien's back, but
Damien.
All right, this is just.
By the way, let's just pause right now and retcon. Now that we know what it looks like, Damien. While you guys were getting cleaned up, Damien had a team of dwarven seamstresses whip together his outfit, complete with tiny studs. The whole shebang. You got it made to order.
Nice.
Well, I'm sorry my kingdom fell, but at least we can have a good cotillion.
All of our worlds have fallen or will fall.
Don't engage. Don't engage, Mildred.
That was the GM saying that.
I express my condolences for you. Maybe you could seek back to when you were sober and find that.
Maybe you would give him a compliment on his outfit, is what he's saying.
Sorry.
Okay.
It's really all hitting me.
but sorry, you look beautiful.
Wait,
I don't need a compliment. I saw the mirror. I know what I look like.
All right, so I gotta write a quick note, but continue discussing your
Does his
outfit. Or
charisma
whatever.
take a hit?
I think mine does.
In this environment, I'm telling you, he's getting like mad props.
Guys, I owe you all an apology.
Oh boy.
What?
No.
You're supposed to do that when you're sober.
You've always been against me.
Could you do that thing where you breathe through your nose into my ear?
Hey, now that we have you in a compromised position, why don't you tell us more about what happened when you lost your hand and
Oh
stuff?
God, I love this capitalizing on drunk paladin.
But I say that in a way that is,
In the good old days.
Yeah,
That makes me want to shed all my secrets.
And clothing.
it's funny.
There's a note.
I just handed a note to Mildred and drunk Sir Richard. This is something you sort of glean, and a couple people sort of hurriedly whisper to you excitedly, like, "I can't wait.
Wait,
guys are
am I
gonna be
being
great."
poisoned? Is that what the note is?
Wait, was there any response?
Is it
Yeah, I
poison?
think.
Was
no.
there any
Am I
response to Sir Richard's question?
Wait, what was Sir Richard's question?
What was his past?
No, I was asking.
Yeah.
Oh, to the question to Sir Richard. I was just like, tell us about that time when you
I
were.
stole something and then I paid for it with my hand.
What'd you steal?
And then they put
Did
me
we
in
ask
the
this already?
hole. And I was in the hole for a long time.
You got to quit shopping at Everything's a Hand.
And
The handy 9-cent store.
I had 2 choices. You could choose to stay in the dark, or you could choose the light and the Glenishmorian light, and I chose the light. But I failed.
You didn't fail. There's still hope. We've just heard that.
Yeah.
So too late to do a 5-finger discount joke?
Also, get ready because we need to put on the last show of the evening after the final course. So, does anyone have? Can they do like?
Well, I was admiring the accents on my cape since no one else will.
I actually, now that I see them, they're fucking cool.
So, what kind of can people sort of do some kind of?
This discussion is there's 7 courses, so this discussion happens as the 5th round of food, which is you're not sure what because it's not any kind of animal that you recognize, but it's
Filet of fish.
Picture like a turkey, like a Thanksgiving turkey without any legs and about 6 feet wide, are brought out on like carried out on litters by
It's a tersnaken.
It's a turkey with a snake and another turkey.
And as they start, as you
We're
guys
short round. We gotta get out of here.
as you guys like
Where's Stargoyle?
Gron starts
finding his
beckoning.
potatoes.
I think Stargoyle's still with.
So that could be part of the show.
Oh yeah. Let's have Stargirl do
I
the
could
shit.
shoot at stuff
just
with
throw
my
I'm
stuff.
going to drink a glass of water while Stargoyle sings the national anthem.
Yeah, and then let's throw stuff into
I
his
can
body.
I can do fire eating.
I
This
could
is
shoot
juggle-
stuff
juggle.
with my hand.
So you guys
remember I can shoot stuff with my
there's
hand.
a chandelier.
Save that up though. You
A
don't want to use it
burning
right now.
live fire chandelier act that starts happening here on the fifth round. Yeah, the fifth round 5 of
I've
dinner.
already been outdone.
So 6th round. Let me write another note here. Well, actually, I can just because you're probably just going to relay it,
Yeah,
or should
I will. I'll just tell. Unless
Okay.
it's like.
I should write it
Okay,
down. Just so
all
you
right.
guys-
Like, don't tell the other guys.
Do you like me, yes or no?
Richard. Sounds like.
Are you reading your own note out loud
I
as you
should
write
say it.
it?
I should talk while I write. Oh God! And I just tore it in half.
God, he's so
disaster
excited.
Your fingers are so drunk.
Okay, do we have to pick someone?
This is
or all of us?
as round 6 starts. People are like, "You'll be." There's like a couple comments that are like, "You're gonna be fine."
Is it
You're gonna
me
be fine.
specifically, or is it
No,
all of us?
it's so excited to see you guys perform in the
Test of
7th
valor.
course.
I better have another drink.
Yeah. All right. So 6th course starts. There's a team of dwarves whose specialty is throwing knives, and so they're like throwing decorative designs into these boards and putting tossed torches out in mid-flight, and there's this whole like knife throwing display.
So we're up.
All right.
Richard.
So
wanna go
7th
glass of
course
water?
starts. Huge, just piles of dessert and
No one's
sweets.
throw knives at me.
Sweet, delicious.
It's either that or we have
treats.
to do a bunch of Nick Drake songs.
And the whole time,
Well, you
Lord.
can fly.
Test of valor, guys.
Yeah, the whole time Lord Gron is just cheering and cheering you on and telling you like what valuable allies you guys are, and promising dwarf aid to you guys when you when and if you make a move up top. He says you're obviously welcome to stay here forever if you want, but you'll have dwarf assistance if you want that as well.
Gets him them wiggies.
Super jovial.
Are we still supposed to perform, or?
Yeah. So as the 7th course, as dessert ends, the back of the banquet hall like echoes, and you hear these trumpets play as the final show.
Have they seen Die Hard?
is about to begin. And Gron he bellows out an order. He's like, clear the room. And the servants come in, and the table breaks apart into segments, and almost from beneath you, the benches are yanked out of sight.
What the fuck? I was sitting there.
My Pontiac keys!
And all the dwarves scatter to outside of the pillars. Gron and
I ask a wiggy to fetch me a deck of playing cards.
Holy shit.
And then we take a break. Okay, we're back for the break.
Best break ever, guys!
I don't
Dwarf
think
Vegas
we're
is-
planning this show. I think this is something we're going to participate in.
So yeah,
okay.
Gron and Trondor
Look at the playing
sort of
cards,
stay
'cause
with
I
you
wanna
guys,
see what
and
you can do. I'm thinking of a number.
Brian's think messaging a wolf kind right now. Gron and Trondor are staying with you, and they're the whatever stories they were involved in, they're sort of wrapping up and clapping you guys on the shoulders and saying like, now it starts to almost be sort of reassuring, like. You guys,
Okay, so I'm like, is there anything we need to know? We're not totally clear on what's happening. If
they respond with laughter and just confident looks, and nothing that you guys, the oldest tradition in our, of our people, you guys will be fine. If anyone has got this on lock, you guys have. We look forward to sharing battles with you for eternity.
Is anyone else nervous?
So
these guys are assholes.
It wraps up real quick. There's a couple final wishes of good fortune, and they scatter off to the sides, and then hoisted up by ropes between each of the pillars. Like a chain link mesh, like a net, is raised up, sort of putting you in like a football field sized, sort of almost like an aviary, kind of like it's like not a cage, but now you're definitely.
I'm a man
here, and dwarfs start cheering. They're like, woo, cheering your guys' names. Like your names have already spread through the city.
Sure.
There's a couple Sir Richard banners you see being held up.
That's nice. Maybe they're not all bad.
Tricky dick.
How are they bad at all? They got you hammered and cheered you on while you did, fed you 7 courses, something. Maybe now they're going to try to kill us.
I don't trust that.
All right, from off to the side, you see Gron on like a little elevated platform, and he addresses the crowd that's gathered at the edge of like these chain nets almost that are have been raised are just filled with dwarves that have climbed up, and everyone's looking in. It's sort of like a Thunderdome.
Remember when they tried to put you in like their dwarf bathrobes instead of? Aren't you glad now everyone has their weapons instead of?
We don't know what we're facing yet, so let's find out. I bet Scott is bummed if that's what's true.
No, these are good people. They're just different people.
Yeah, they seem like nice people.
We don't like different people.
I do.
So Gron starts to address the crowd, and the crowd now, it's gone from like the sound of a club, like a busy dinner club, to now it's like you're on the floor of the Colosseum. So there's dwarves are filling. There's even areas in the walls that are now have been opened up. So there's like just a floor to ceiling dwarf crowd, and every now and then there's like European soccer style chants like coming out from different parts of the crowd. And Gron addresses the group. You translate to everyone, and he basically says he briefly explains how you guys were found, and that. How proud and happy everyone is that you guys are originals, and which gets a deafening like thunderous crowd response. And he says, and he's like, and we're proud to
not originals.
We're proud to have this brave band of topsiders participate in our oldest and most honored of dwarven traditions.
The potato sack race.
Nope. He just calls it
hot dog eating contest.
He calls it a word that you
kitty pet off
don't recognize, Mildred, but you hear valor and test somewhere in there. But there's other bits of it that you don't quite put together.
We should have asked to see the dwarf belly buttons. We should have asked to see the dwarf belly buttons.
So, I just got a note from Brian, sorry. Meanwhile, his speech continues, and he says, he's like, today, for the first time, non-dwarves will participate in this test, and he looks forward to sharing future battles with any of you noble warriors that survives. And at the end of the sort of area, you hear like a heavy thud, and a huge like door falls down, and the crowd like goes quiet. You just hear the jangling of chain nets, and you can see it's like this is like looks like a 6-car garage door is what it looks like, and somewhere beyond that you hear just a really almost like it sounds like a cat purring or growling, but it sounds super bassy and massive. Something gigantic stirs at the end of the hall.
Everyone ready?
Sure.
I'm flying.
As Blackie takes off, huge crowd response. People cheering. You hear little contingents chanting, Blackie, Blackie. At the end of the hall, almost as if 2 lights were unhooded, you see now it looks like 2 gigantic beam lanterns.
Oh, what the fuck?
Are unfurled, and then they are blocked again and unfurled, and you realize something's blinking in the dark, and sort of at a sideways slither. Something that looks like sort of a cross between like a crocodile and a cobra, sort of.
Snake.
Lurches out of the
A cobra dial.
A crocodobra.
Oh my god, this is worse than those Sharknado jokes.
It's probably. I mean, it's. I'd say it's massive, but you guys have fought and faced things that are the size
I'm
of
not afraid of it.
planetary systems.
I have to pee, but it's not related to the monster. I just.
Okay, we'll pee on it and let's see. Maybe it's like
Maybe your
signs.
pee's flammable.
And if you get
I'm gonna pee.
Pee on
I'm
it.
peeing on the floor because
Pee
I
away.
have to pee before this happens.
Plus 3 shards.
A big cheer goes
The
up to
Sir
crowd.
Richard banners fly a little higher.
Goddamn right.
You're just scoring in the face of this.
But how big can you just start?
Yeah, so it's about 80. Well, hold on, I'm going metric system.
80 miles.
No, it's about maybe 30 yards, 25 yards. So long. Yeah, picture like a crocodile,
90
but whose
feet?
neck coils up in the head of like a
Wait,
cobra.
it's 90
so-
feet long?
90 feet
Oh
long.
my god.
Yeah. So it
Got
walks
this.
like a croc. It has but it has like smooth snake skin instead of lumpy crocodile skin, and the neck instead of being straight ahead
I'm a little
into
bit attracted to it.
it
I'm gonna
curls
have
up
to
in
fuck
like
it to death.
an S. So
Is it mad at us?
yeah,
Does it smell pee?
it shrieks, and it's as out of its jaws drips some type of something that hisses when it hits the floor.
It's an acid spitter.
If it's venom, maybe we should put on our sparklet hats. Thanks.
Oh, there it goes.
I
Yep.
put on mine.
Richard goes up.
Sure.
More Sir Richard banners fly. It's almost like they're painting these now based on how much cool shit you're doing. You've pissed
There's
in
a
front of
huge
the
piss
monster.
banner. There's a pop on the helmet banner.
When I get out of this, I'm gonna kill Dwarf Richard Dawson.
What?
He thinks we're in Dwarf Running Man.
All right, so
Where's Dwarf Dweezil Zappa?
He's just Dweezil's epidemic.
you guys prep, and this thing sees you, and it starts to sort of scuttle / slither across the floor towards you, and it looks like it's going to be game on. So any prep you want to do should happen now.
I say we start ranged.
Yeah.
Beam and fire.
Beam it. My shield goes up. Should we flank it? Should we try to get around it, or just protect our cleric and magic user?
The
they
magic
can-
user's flying, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I can
So
fly.
he's fine. So
Yeah, I'll form up on our mat.
I'm trying to communicate with the snake, but I can't do much more than that.
Keep in mind, though, the net walls they've hoisted up. And this is sort of foreshadowing, but also you guys would have your heightened player sense would be aware of this. That For this thing, there's no reason to hoist them any higher than like 20 feet, but they hoisted them to the ceiling. So there's some reason why they are keeping like floor to ceiling coverage out. So that makes you.
I'm gonna get
alert.
Yeah.
Something can fly too,
or it can,
or it
stand
has
straight
ranged.
up, and it can coil.
Spit acid.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Well, I'm gonna. I have
this is last minute prep, so this isn't an attack round yet. I just wanted to give you guys a moment to put together a plan. This happens in game time almost immediately because you're a well-oiled team of
I'm
badasses.
gonna take my magic axe and I'm gonna say, "All right, Bahamut, if you haven't forsaken me, I could use a little help."
All right, and keep in mind you've got to roleplay this fight super drunk paladin style.
You know what? It's only gonna help.
All right, so that's the first real out loud prayer you've even heard to Bahamut. You just start talking casually.
I'm a little concerned about Bahamut and whether or not his phone is charged.
Right.
And then I guess maybe just to communicate with Blackie, like, Blackie, can you see anything up there, like, from where the creature came from? Just, like, do a scout, let us know what...
Do we have any rope on us?
Yes.
I guess we have
you
our
guys
equipment.
have rope.
Well, I think we should try and tie its mouth shut.
I was going to do that because I have rope
its
use,
legs.
but if it's 90 feet long is the part that was concerning me, like...
is it evil?
Maybe Flyboy.
No.
I have an idea about the mouth. If you guys go for the rope use, I've got a play to maybe block some of the
I just
mouth.
want to keep.
Also, like remember the
acid
cobra
down.
head too is elevated, so it's
I think I could try to lasso it.
Unfortunately, I have to get close.
15, 20 feet up. Yeah.
So are we?
can hand the rope to
Are we rolling for initiative or anything? Or?
Yeah, we will. I just wanted to see if you guys had.
That's one of our plans would be to tie the mouth shut.
Okay.
Where are the where's the Richard Dawson dwarf? Where is the guy that we met?
Gron?
Dundar, and where's Gron?
Trondor and Gron. They're at like the 50-yard line on the floor.
But they're outside of the net.
Hanging out
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Nicholson.
Yeah, and bellowing encouragement, and
You look great in that outfit.
also cat calls to the
Where's
just
the
scorn,
snake?
boos, hisses to the.
Where's the snake in relation to where they are?
At the other end zone. They're at the 50-yard line. They're at the away team's end zone. You guys are at the home end zone.
But the snake's on the other. The snake would have to go by them to get to us.
Right.
All right.
Oh, they're on the outside of the
Yeah.
mesh.
I'm
You're not trying to hurt them,
I'm
right?
gonna walk
This is-
forward slowly because
I think we should be clear
this whole
about
thing
what
is not
this is.
elevated. Yeah, this is on the ground.
Well, they're
It's
trying
not
to kill us.
long thing.
They're not
Okay.
trying to kill us, though. I feel like we
I
need
think,
to be clear
yeah,
about
They're
the
just,
motivation.
they just want to see us fight. Cool.
I mean, they'll be bummed if we die, I think. Although, yes, they would
Okay.
let us die, but I think they would be sad if that's how it
There'd probably
happened.
be a week of parties in your honor.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, if we can get close, by we I mean me, if I can shoot ice into its mouth with my water crown, that's going to be the plan to
Or your
knock
what
out the
about
mouth.
what about your gauntlet?
Gauntlets always.
I only got one shot with that though.
Yeah.
After we nerfed it.
Okay, I guess I can try to prepare. Do I think that rope use will allow me to do a lasso, even that would have any chance of doing anything with a creature this size?
Yeah, there'd be a chance, but it would be like a really challenging.
Do you think there is
shot
anything to
to-
handing one end of the rope to Blackie? So that
You'd have a better shot of like wrapping the mouth shut would be real tricky,
Right.
But you'd have a decent chance of like roping a leg or or even getting it around its neck or something like that.
And then, okay. And then can we see beyond where it came from? Is there is there anything over there? Like that's what I was
Yeah, so I mean, basically what happened is this massive dwarf
Right.
fell down, almost like a drawbridge, but there's not a gap or a moat.
Right.
It just like slammed down, and as it's entered the arena, they've just like chained it. Click, 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 click. So it's essentially like a blank stone wall.
Okay.
Where's Blaine? How close am I to Blaine?
I don't know, Blaine. What you've just risen straight up above everyone to a sort of safe. We should also start. What's the duration on flight?
Well, I tell my companions because they seem to want to know what. It seems like the right thing to do. I would like to command one of our hosts to get in between us and the snake. And die
with magic.
Yes,
I feel like that's the opposite of valor. Number one.
I'm just letting you know what I'm thinking.
Okay.
I would like to do this.
All right, this discussion. Where's my hourglass?
So I vote no.
Are you talking about one of the wiggies?
No, I could make Thundar or the king give himself to the snake, and then we could make our leave.
Well, they're
unless somebody has a better plan.
I think the plan is we kill the goddamn snake.
Yeah,
okay.
Let's kill it. Let's kill it.
We don't want them on our bad side.
Okay.
We never fight our way out of
I
it.
was just throwing it out there.
I like where your mind went. I don't like it, but I like role playing.
I could do that.
All right.
Can you do other stuff though?
Sure. Well, anybody has other plans?
Do you
guys think it's a better shot to try and ice its mouth or ice a foot and to slow it down? I probably only got one.
We've got one
I don't
ice
think.
and one
Do we
burn.
lose anything by making it a called shot?
Yeah, it's a subtraction to your attack.
So maybe
And I was thinking about this just on the way in today. In the book, in the second edition book, if I remember right, it's a fixed subtraction. But there's always these weird called shots that are extremely hard. So I was thinking I'd bring a little fourth edition to the called shots. So you would tell me what you wanted to do, and I would tell you a variable subtraction. That way you could attempt to pull really insane stuff off.
Well, let's take a quick break before we do that. What's the break brought to you by?
This break is brought to you by Uncle Annie's Pretzels next to that bitch in the mall. I'll show her. Uncle Annie's Pretzels. God damn it.
And we're back.
Wow, what a break that was. Guys, I'm serious. That was the best break ever.
Very eventful.
All right, enough of this break bullshit. Let's fight. You fuckers ready?
I'm gonna fight the hell out of this fucking thing.
We're gonna roll initiative first. I'm gonna completely throw everything the player's handbook says about initiative right in the trash can. We're gonna do it my way. So we're gonna roll your d20s, and higher rolls are better. And you can add 1 to your initiative roll if your primary stat for your class is above a 15.
I'm not rolling for initiative. I don't want to waste a 20.
All right. All right. We'll start with Damien then. D20s, you want to roll high. Add 1 if your primary stat is over 15.
Just a 7.
7. Is that with the bonus added?
No, so 8.
8. All right. Damien rolls an 8. Sir Richard passes the dice
You
tray.
can't pass on rolling initiative.
He's a paladin. He does a lot of really...
Okay, but Jerry is passing, and he can't do that.
I
Get your
am
game under
rolling.
control,
You know
Sark.
what? Then what you see that Sir Richard doesn't.
but that
Sir Richard doesn't move.
A 9 plus 1 is a 10.
9 plus 1 for Bart is a 10. All right. Mildred.
15.
Oh my god, you wasted a 15.
Do you hear
Wasted at
yourself now,
15.
Jerry?
Wasn't that
Do you hear
series
how it
with-
sounds?
With Lance Kerwin.
Have fun with the rolling.
That's you.
3.
Oh, 2 plus 1 is 3.
All right. Blackie
Our
with
math
a
is
3.
on target.
Blackie has already taken to the air, though, in a wise defensive maneuver. All right, I'm going to...
No thanks to Delta.
Here's the secret Sir Richard roll.
Oh, don't tell him it's a 20.
2.
I didn't roll
Don't
that.
tell him.
See?
Lasty.
Why?
What's up, Lasty?
That's a 3, though, I believe.
Oh, it's a 3.
Yep, 3.
Cute.
All right, and then the monster rolls a 6. All right, so that puts the initiative for this encounter at Bart. Mildred.
Oh.
There we go. Followed by Bart. Then Damien. Then the monster, which From the cries in the audience, you gather it's called a Kyrock.
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 Spelled with a CHY, but you don't gather that from the crowd.
Kyrock.
I gathered it.
Okay.
Hey,
You know
I
how
wanna see
fantasy
some-
shit is spelled.
This monster likes to travel across the bottom of the screen of a TV.
You want to see the dwarves going nuts?
And
Just
then
have Starboil eat
Blackie and Sir Richard tied. I'm going to put Blackie first because Sir
Sark could
Richard
suck
is
up its
plastered.
acid.
I love the Kai Rock acoustic Christmas.
Okay. Mildred, you're up first then.
Okay.
Here's the dice tray.
What are you going to do? Attack it?
I think I'm just going to attack it.
Are we in range?
I bumped my mic there.
We
Apologies.
are in range, right? I can
Yeah, but everybody's charging.
Yeah.
You can either pull up short and fire, or you can close and melee. This is
yeah.
going to be.
I'm just going to sword it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry to
Yes.
right in this
Let's just see.
sword
Let's just
hole.
see what happens.
Give it a hole on its body
Let God sort it out.
that stuff comes out of.
All right.
I don't have a good feeling.
Here's the attack
The
roll.
last time I didn't
God.
have a
Oh,
good feeling
maybe-
about it. I
Bad
rolled a
feeling.
Maybe
right
you
here.
shouldn't have rolled for initiative.
Oh,
16.
16.
that's good.
There we go.
Good roll.
All right. And what's your Thaco?
Thaco is 15. 15?
15. So 10 minus 5, 16. All right. So that is. And do you have bonuses for your weapons or not?
Not for the sword.
Okay.
I don't think.
So
I didn't use the Warhammer, by the way, because remember when we switched over, it's actually way underpowered compared to how it was.
That's right.
Yes.
Like a 1d4. So
Okay. So this then for you is a hit, but just barely. Because to hit armor class 10 is a 15.
Glancing blow.
So you guys have got to roll real well right now because you were some.
wait, to hit armor class 10 is a 15.
Or no, sorry. To hit armor class 0, I messed it up. 15. So then this is
he's got
easily
an
a
armor
hit.
class of 1?
No,
Oh, yeah, okay.
This is easily a hit. I made the wrong.
Thank
math
God.
happen. Thaco, by the way, to hit armor class 0. This is second edition's clumsy way of determining whether or not you can hit, but we're
To
used
hit
to
armor
it. So.
class 0.
What is this now?
So your Thaco tells you your odds of
welcome.
hitting.
Okay, so if this is a large,
Never told me the odds.
Guys,
Google
you
it.
said thank you. I said you're welcome, guys.
a large creature, I assume.
Yeah,
Okay, so I
terrific.
do 3d6 for the damage.
3d6.
Monster
Yep.
can eat the dragon at any time. At any time.
All right, here's
Nice.
Mildred's damage.
6, 4, and 3, so that's 7 plus
13.
6.
How
is 13.
flammable are these Chirons? Kyrox.
Let's find out
Kyrox
together.
so far away.
As we
Monster.
fight the monster.
All right, monster takes 13. You take you swing at it, and you feel you're pleased to feel only a slight resistance as your blade cuts a huge gash in the side
Like butter.
of it. Bart, you're up.
Flamey.
All right.
I'm not going to flay it. I'm going to shoot flame at
Right.
it.
Right. Here comes Bart.
Wait, I didn't get any roars for Sir Richard
Attack
peed
roll.
and people cheered him on, and then
Oh, yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. Let's role play this properly. The
just-
Mildred the dwarf, who is as home
I'm
team
still peeing.
as
That's why people
as
are
home
cheering.
team as it gets. Yes, you're getting a crushing response.
First blood
It's-
goes to Mildred.
It's far louder than anything Sir Richard's gotten. Far louder. People are holding up pictures of your face that they've drawn.
Do I roll for my thing? I don't even remember now.
For
My
your
flamey.
yeah, I think
I thought it
so.
was just a natural thing that I just do. You roll
It
for the
used
beam?
to be in the 4th
Oh,
edition,
right.
but
Oh, we should
my
go back to
DM,
4th
who's
edition.
kind of stinky.
Yep. Roll it. There we go. I'm going to make it an
16.
attack, but not one that's. It's basically not rolling to hit. It's just rolling to see if you botch. Does that make sense?
And he
So you
rolled a
can't really
16.
miss. Yeah, you rolled a 16.
2d10.
Bart wears a special helmet that augments his natural dragonborn fire breath and ramps it up, makes it a little bit hotter, a little bit longer range. All right, roll
It's
up
like
that.
Big Red.
So I roll 2d10?
Yeah.
Kisses a
1d10
little
twice.
longer.
Oh, 2d10.
Kills a little longer.
10 and a 1. So 11.
It looks like
All
100,
right.
really. It's a 1 and 2 0. That's like 100. I think it could be at 100.
Yeah, if you got all zeros, that's the magic. That's the magic.
I know how.
So 11, 11 fire damage. A jet of white blue flame spits out, half cauterizing the wound Mildred put into it. There's a gasp from the crowd as this as yet unseen ability
Yeah, check that shit out, little people.
blows their fucking minds.
Oh my
now,
God.
now this is a show. Like in the first 10 seconds of this thing, now there's an explosion. This is like dwarf heaven right now. All right, Damien, you're up.
There's a dwarf heaven.
Dwarf
I command it to
heaven.
suck on my shaft.
Everything is
Oh,
fine.
shit, I'm not drunk enough for this.
And I
That almost sounds dirty.
and I shove the staff into its mouth.
All right.
Also almost sounding dirty.
Okay. So command. Let's look at this. Is it an instant casting time 1?
I've been casting it for 5. I told you that I was.
All right.
it was
So it's
one of my notes a while ago.
casting time 1. So it just takes
okay.
1. So the next turn is the monsters, which unfortunately your spell won't go off till after the monsters.
No, but I've already been casting this because remember I sent you a note.
Yeah, well, you can't just you can't cast forever. It only takes 1 initiative slot.
But
You
it
just
was before we did the initiative roll. He was at the end of the thing, and I sent you a note saying I start casting command.
See, this is more evidence that we have a shitty DM.
Yeah. Well, I mean, then command would have gone off when it wasn't in range. Like
doesn't
because
kill
it
it.
goes off almost immediately.
Yeah, you can't control it to that.
It's like pulling the trigger on a gun.
Shitty DM.
That's fucking it.
It's funny because it's so obvious.
This
not
little
true.
dwarf party's gonna get real fucking wild.
When Sir Richard
So
died in
so
the
knowing
dwarf land.
knowing that it's gonna take 1 click of initiative, what do you want to command it to do?
Dance.
Say you want to do because you can still set that up.
Yeah, I wanted to eat the staff.
Okay. All right. So
You
you
eat it then.
Yeah.
Yum,
You
yum.
call. Is there anything special there? Do you want it to like a? Is it like? Are you trying to do like the get it stuck in its jaws thing,
Yeah.
or
Rancor.
like a
The rancor
lollipop?
trick.
Through the top of
The
its
rancor
head.
trick. Okay. All right.
Classic.
Okay. Cool.
I wonder if the Kyrax keeper is going to cry afterwards.
The staff is just a piece of wood, right?
Right. But
Okay.
Maybe
So-
it has goodies on it.
so you cook command up. The monster is going to. I'm going to roll that. We have a special dice brought to us by one of you listeners. I forget. I need to remember names better, but it's got a face of each
Awesome
of you
Jones.
on each side.
Yeah. Awesome.
I'm going to
shit.
roll to see who the monster attacks. It can't. Oh wait, it can. All right. I rolled Blackie. And for a moment, I thought I was going to have to re-roll, but I forgot. I forgot something.
You sure
'Cause I'm a shitty
the
DM. All right. So, distracted by by your movement as you flit up above the heads of your fellows, you see the monster's sort of serpentine head tracking your movement. And it seems to shrug off the blows that it's delivered and just staring straight up at you. So you see like one little like sort of spasm in its neck, and it hawks out a wad of some type of flimmy dragon sauce at you. Let me roll and see if this
Ew.
hits. 19.
Oh, it really
All right.
hit.
Jesus.
Does any of it like hit the dwarfs in the stands?
No,
Like a
this is like
NASCAR thing gone wrong?
oh, it definitely. This definitely
fuel on the
seems like
stands.
there in the past there must have been audience fatalities in this situation.
We're still singing about those tiny assholes.
All right, you swerve out of the way, and Stargoyle tries to intercept some of it, and some of it is pulled into his tiny little adorable black hole body.
Oh, good.
But you get a little splish splash across your forearm, And it doesn't like burn like I mean it burns, but it doesn't it's not gonna melt you like aliens' blood, you know? But it definitely sears your skin, so you take 6 damage.
Ooh.
And like chunks of your robe sort of float down and dissolve as the acid poison goes into it.
Okay.
You guys hear a deafening, reverberating voice echo through the hall, and you don't recognize it immediately. And you see Damien standing like Moses, parting the Red Sea with his staff. And he's shouting, I don't know, what's your shout?
Eat my staff.
That's what I was thinking. Eat my stick.
Yeah, eat my staff.
And thankfully you see the beast's eyes pulled from up where you're at, Blackie, and they almost like snap to Damien's staff. It looks like your word of command worked, but you'll have to wait till the next round to find out. Are we getting the end of episode flag? All right, this is mid-combat round, but we sort of knew this was going to happen, so
I don't get a fucking shot of the drunkest guy in the group.
We're gonna pick it back up. No, it's Blackie and Sir Richard.
I can't even get one back on him before we leave.
No.
Oh, but I have a great one for him.
All right, we're coming back right in the middle of this round. I'm marking this.
Whatever, shitty DM.
All right.
I'll be in Alabama and Pensacola doing stand-up before Christmas, 20th, 21st. You can buy The Last Christmas, our hardcover edition, on Amazon or at a comic book shop from an actual human being. And not a drone that drops it onto your fucking yard.
Or drops into your yard the next day between 12 and 5 if you're not there.
That's it. Thanks, everybody. Merry Christmas.
This has been an Earwolf Media production. Executive producers Jeff Ulrich and Scott Ackerman. For more information, visit earwolf.com.
Earwolfradio.com